Hi everybody, do you have these chip clips all over the place, taking up your drawers on all your chip bags? Well, guess what? I'm gonna show you how to do this. Get rid of all these right now. Does your drawer look like this? Well, these chip clips have been driving me crazy. I have dozens of them everywhere. Every time I open up a bag of chips, I don't eat the whole bag for a long time. These bags are great. However, when you open them, I'm constantly getting my clips or I'm folding them over. I know there's hacks to kind of fold it and pull it down. They never really seem to work and keep my chips really fresh. I was contacted by Comtar and they asked if I would like to check out their chip bag sealer. And I said, why not? I actually was just thinking about the chip bag the other day and I was able to seal it just like this with the Comtar. We're going to talk about that and I'm going to show you the features and the details and do an example right now. This is the Comtar. It is a 2-in-1 bag sealer and bag cutter device, and it is USB-C rechargeable, which is fantastic because I am at the point now where I cannot stand having to put batteries in anything. I've used rechargeable batteries, but it's just so nice to plug in a USB cable, charge up your device, and you're good to go. Now inside the box, we have a set of instructions. Shows you how to use the device. We also have the actual Comtar, very, very small 2-in-1 bag sealer, very nice. And you can take a look at this in the close-up. And it comes with a USB-C charger cable, which you get every time you get a USB rechargeable device. And I have about 500 of these in a drawer. Do you have a lot of these? Now the Comtar device, it's really nice. It feels like it's made really well. It is plastic, but it's not flexible. It's a really solid design. It has a nice USB charger right here. You definitely should plug this in and charge it up. Give it a couple hours before you use it for the first time. And on the back side here is a switch that you actually turn on, which then turns on the blue LED light right here. You can see that light. There's 2 buttons on the top of this. It's very simple. The first button right here is your sealer button. The second button right here is the cutter button, so you can actually cut your bags. And I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate cutting this bag open, which has been sealed with the Comtar, and it works very, very well, by the way. So I'll open the bag, we'll empty out some chips, and then we'll go ahead and seal the bag and show you how it works. So you put this across the bag, you pull it across like so. You may tear the bag a little bit, but we have the chips open. These have been in here for a couple days. So for the sealer is you go ahead and put your chips in like so. When you're done eating, you'll have your bag with chips. These are addicting. Hold the bag across the top. Make sure you have the device turned on. You'll go ahead and make sure you have your blue light indicator, which is right there. You can see that. And then you're gonna hold this front button down and you're gonna gently pull it across as you're holding it, and it will seal the bag. You can do it one of 2 ways. You can start at one end and go all the way across, or you can start at one half, go across this way, turn it around, start at the seam and go the other way. I've done it both ways and it works well. Hold it, move it across the bag like so. You don't have to squeeze super, super hard. And when you're done, the bag is totally sealed. You can see here, the bag's sealed. It's not open. It's not gonna come undone. And you have your chips in the bag, ready to go into the cupboard. Very, very simple. And if you want to go ahead and open the bag, again, there's this back part here. You can take a look at this in the close-up, and you'll see that moves up and down across the bag. You will notice that there's an angle to this. If you try to go against the angle, you're going to rip your bag. And I figured that out because I really didn't pay attention, and I probably didn't read the instructions close enough because I don't like reading instructions. I think devices should be self-explanatory for the most part, and this one is pretty self-explanatory. I noticed that this has an angle. So to do the cutting, if you have the power button on this side and you have the chip bag like so, you'll notice that the angle is going this way, so you're gonna rip the bag. So depending on how you hold it, if you hold it this way with the buttons toward you, you need to go across this way. If you hold it this way with the button on the outside, it goes this way. So to open the bag, you're gonna press this put it all the way in, hold it and go across in the direction of the angle. There's a seam there that we're gonna miss, or we're gonna hit rather, that you can't miss. And your bag is now open. Here's all your chips. And if you notice, I started this way, but if you wanna finish this off, you just need to flip this around Okay, the buttons get flipped around like this because the angle is now facing the other way, and you can just stick it back down in here like this. Very simple, and just run it across. Now it comes off. Super, super easy, and there will be a link in my Amazon store down below to get this little device. It's under $10. I mean, it's really, really inexpensive, very functional, and there's a magnet on here that will actually stick to your refrigerator so you can keep it for easy convenience and using it whenever you have your bags out. Now, one word of caution is these are for these kind of chip bags, Mylar bags that have like a lining. They're not for Ziplocs. It's not for a vacuum sealer device. It's for chip bags. And rather than having 50 clips in your drawers, in your cupboard, you can have this device, seal everything up, and it keeps everything nice and neat. And it eliminates all of the space that you see here in the drawers because you don't have to have all those clips. It is a great device. I really like it. And most people probably don't know that the cutter in here is angled. So when people said that it rips the bag, well, that's because they're sliding it the wrong way. There's always usually an answer, and I'm really careful when I read a lot of these Amazon reviews, and I read a lot when Comtar sent me this to see what people thought about this. And it was, interesting that people had comments that were very typical, that they didn't follow the instructions or understand the blade is at an angle. So watching this video, you'll know it absolutely does work. I've demonstrated it. And again, we're done with our chips. We'll go ahead and seal the bag up. We've got this front section here that we'll go ahead and press down. And by the way, this doesn't matter which way you go when it's sealing the bag. It's only when you're cutting the bag open that it matters the direction. So we're going to start on the corner, we're going to press down, and we're going to go across like so. And now the bag is sealed. And I've tried to get this open and pull on this like so. It's stuck. I mean, it's like glued in there. It's not going to open. And it works perfectly. So this is the Comtar 2-in-1 rechargeable chip bag sealer and opener with USB-C, including the cable. It's absolutely fantastic. You can check it out down below. I have a link to my Amazon store, and you can pick one of these little ditties up and start sealing and open your bags. And say goodbye to all your chip clips. Until the next time, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this review video. I have a lot of other companies that have contacted me. They're sending products. They definitely want me to use them and do a review. I do nothing but honest reviews. I show you the product. I talk about the downsides. And if there's a downside to this, I don't know. It just recharges. It works. It's very simple. And I've used it for about a week now, multiple times. It hasn't burned out. It's still working well. The blade on this thing is razor sharp. And I imagine it's going to last a very long time opening these up. And if this ever breaks, say a year from now, I mean, it's $8. Go buy another one. Until next time, smoke on, baby.